glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
The Atlanta shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Lynn kicks to Freak. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
That is
What kind of
just
passes
a
are you
careless
throwing, Lynn? You
turnover.
suck.
You've got to be
I'm
smarter
about to
in
request
those
a trade.
exchanges.
Yeah.
Henderson. The shot no good.
You said what?
And we reached the end of the first quarter.
Bulls.
And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it, man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale.
They're my shooters on the
Completely new group on the floor.
Pacers.
For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Healy, he's in at point guard. Boris Diaw is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Morrison in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks made some nice plays. He dropped 14 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight. Millsap playing well. 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
The Bulls making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Dishes it to Freak. Shepard. Millsap covering. Henderson pulls it in. The Hawks leading by 3. Outside Millsap. Horford the pass to Henderson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hand.
Screen didn't even work.
And it's blocked.
Oh, shit.
Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
Oh, shit.
Here's Freak.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Boris Diaw. To the paint, picked off in midair. The pass to Morrison. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's Freak missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Booker. Drills the 3-pointer. Booker's got 6.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a
Oh! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Oh, no. No. I just made a half-court shot from all the way back from where I got to take it out. All the way where I got to take it out, I made a half-court shot.
We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Yo, I should have recorded that. I don't know. All I did was just press square when it said 1, and then it hit backboard and went in. No. All the way from where you got to take it out. Oh, nah. I was on the Megatron thingy, whatever. Oh, nah. That's lit. It's lit. Oh, finally they showed me the locker room. I got 3 points.
Okay, guys.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway. It's been a
I
close
hope I'm
one
gonna
so
start at
far.
5 for that. Do I deadass hope I'm gonna start in 5 for that shit?
Bulls trail by 5. On the court for Atlanta, Oubre out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Smith. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Henderson in at the 1 spot. And Diaw kicks to Lynn. Feeds it to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Butler against Henderson.
Oh!
And it's
Oh,
good.
nah.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Nah. That's
Both
just crazy.
teams deciding to change it up.
How the fuck does that happen?
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here is Sefolosha. He's covered by Neely. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the rejection by
Ah,
Smith.
damn.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Oubre kicks to Henderson. 13 feet away. That's good. Henderson's got 6. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out
Stars
airspace
online.
and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
I'm playing 2K.
Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely.
'Cause I'm doing my career.
Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Morris, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Inside. 1:09 left to play here in the third. And it's Freak missing. The Hawks leading by 5. Henderson dishes to Sefolosha. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 4 points in the quarter. Chicago has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Butler. The 18-footer is right on the mark. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Oubre passes to Smith. Sefolosha's shot is good. Sefolosha's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Bulls shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Freak with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Now Butler. Again, Chicago.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. So for the Hawks, Sefolosha comes in for Booker, and it's Henderson for Dennis Schroeder. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Then it's Neely, and it's Shepard in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Sefolosha kicks to Henderson. Here's the screen.
Yeah.
Goes up at the stripe, and
I
there's
told you I'm
Horford.
doing the
That's
game
good
so
on
I
the
can get
assist by
VC
Paul
before I
Millsap.
go on thing.
8 points for Al Horford.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interiors.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Gasol. Passes it to Shepard. He dishes it to Noah. To the inside. 5 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
No in.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And both free throws good from Freak. The Hawks leading by 5. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Horford. And again, it's Atlanta. Here's Neely. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Horford. That one is off. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Thabo Cephaloshin. 2 shots. Good on the second free throw.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Pass to Millsap. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 8.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's Freak. Here's Noah. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively. And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
What? And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The first one falls. Booker, he's checked in for Atlanta. That one is no good.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Henderson kicks it over to Schroeder. He feeds it to Horford. Lock at 6. Wide open shot is on the money.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Freak dishes to Noah. To the middle. There's Freak. And
What
it's
the
sent back by
hell?
Horford. And they get it back. And that one's good. Black's got 5 points in the quarter. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Neely. Schroeder passes to Booker. And there's the feed to Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. No luck. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Shepard, the pass to Neely. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Shepard, the pass to Neely. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Butler missing.
Oh,
That's
damn it,
not
Butler.
the
We could
type
have
of
caught up.
opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Oh,
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth.
that is very cool.
Picked by Horford. Here's Schroeder. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so the Hawks take the win.
Well, Gerald, this team's
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Wait, I think the